So Jesus is in this house hanging out with a bunch of friends, and it's a very nice house because there was very important people there, and they're eating and sharing stories and they're laughing, and all of a sudden there is a commotion in the house. You begin to see one by one people moving aside, mouths wide open, stares, whispers, and you see in the distance the small woman emerge from the crowds. Everyone in the room knew who this woman was. She was a prostitute. So first of all, the fact that a prostitute is in this house with all these important people was weird. You can imagine the shame she must have felt. And Jesus looks down at this woman as if to say, "Can I help you?" She holds up this jar that's adorned with jewels. We're told that it's an alabaster jar, and it's filled with the most expensive perfume that money could buy. See, in those times, a prostitute would make herself smell good in order to raise prices. So the more exotic and the better she smelled, the more she could command for time spent with her. Theologians tell us that this jar would have cost about 1 year of wages. So in her hands holds everything that she is, her identity, how she makes a living, and she breaks it at his feet. The aroma of this jar of perfume fills the house. She made an entrance. She made a scene. And if that wasn't enough, she begins to take this perfume that's spilled all over the floor and wipes the feet of Jesus, cleaning off the day's dirt and the stink off of his feet. The simple act of worship cost her everything. So how do you respond when Jesus is in the room? See, when we gather together to worship, it says something to people. This woman wasn't hiding in the corner with one hand up in worship. She made a scene. She made a statement. She did something that cost her everything in this moment of worship. Something else is very interesting about this scene. There was healing in her worship. You see, she walked in a prostitute, but she left healed and forgiven. When we really worship, when we connect with God during these times, there's so much healing that can happen. Some of the most amazing worship times I've ever had haven't come on a platform. They've come with my personal worship time with God. I can't tell you how many times I've just been driving around lost in His presence, lost in worship. During those times, I've gotten so much freedom and healing just spending time with Him. So why am I telling you this? I want you to have a moment like this today. Not just on Easter or Christmas or even Forward Weekend. I want you to have an alabaster breaking moment every single day.